Hey, welcome back. This is Sakura Spirit Part 2. Uh, The forest near the dojo was my first challenge to overcome. A narrow path coiled along the trees, and nearby was a river Ichikawa's sister had mentioned. I followed Aria's scribbles with a bit of skepticism, but after an hour or so, I finally arrived at the supposedly legendary shrine. The shrine itself seemed surprisingly well maintained despite being in the middle of nowhere. It made me wonder if someone could be secretly living there. Perhaps some secret martial art master? The thought of a hermit living in hiding within the shrine in order to prepare himself for an upcoming battle between good and evil started to dwell in my mind. I guess it's too long to be true. I sighed in annoyance at the fact that aside from shrine itself, the ground surroundings seemed completely abandoned. There was no way anyone could be living here. For the time being, I decided to focus on the reason behind my visit. It only took a few moments before I gathered the courage to approach the building. Once inside, I found a rather fancy-looking altar of sort at the back of the room. I guess this is the thing everyone is talking about. Silently, I folded out the map I had been given. Putting it inside my bag, I approached the altar. I was kind of skeptical about the whole religion aspect, so I wasn't too sure if this was actually going to work. I don't even think luck will do me much good in a match like this. In my opinion, there wasn't any room for things like luck in martial arts. Judo is all about using the knowledge you have gained through training. Of course, a good amount of talent also helps. There was simply no room for something as superstitious as luck. Clearly, this was going to be a match where my experience and talent would be pushed to the limits. Nothing more and nothing less. How curious! The boy doesn't believe in superstition, and yet he stands here, surrounded by the very thing he denounces. Upon hearing the voice, I looked around, trying to find the source, but there was no one to be seen. Who's there? Quite a cliched question, but the right thing to ask is, where am I? What are you talking about? Show yourself. Not yet. Entertain me for a little while longer, would you? This is a place like no other. Why did you come here, if you do not believe in things such as luck? I came here to prepare myself. Oh, do enlighten me about this, about what this something might be that you're preparing yourself for. I felt a little bit annoyed as the question continued, but maybe if I kept talking to her, I will be able to find out where Shell was hiding. I'm preparing for a tournament. A judo match. Judo? What might that be? Seriously, you don't know what judo is? It's a highly skilled combat art. Aha! So you're a warrior. Hesitant to go into battle and came here in hope of finding the resolve to fight? I'm not sure about the warrior path part. How fortunate. It just so happens that there's a need for one of your kind. My kind? A hero. The shrine brings fortune to heroes such as yourself. However, every great hero must sacrifice something in return. Sounds like what the others mentioned. Your version sounds better, though. Laughing briefly at the story, I decided to play along and clap my hands together in prayer. So what's next? Do I offer up my elements or something? Don't be silly. Money is of little importance to be a hero. For you, the sacrifice will be something much greater value. I will be looking forward to seeing what destiny has stored in you. As if on a cue, I began to feel nauseated at the moment the girl's words reached my ears. My head spinning wildly, slowly, I staggered backwards, collapsing onto my back. As my vision grew blurry, the sound of approaching footsteps could be heard. Good luck, hero. You're going to need it. Damn! Despite my attempts to get back up, all I managed was a brief look at the girl. The sight of horns and a tail left many questions, but before I had a chance to utter even a single word, my consciousness succumbed to darkness. Rays of sunlight stirred me back to life, a groan of annoyance leaving my mouth while I tried to get back onto my feet. I felt a bit dizzy, but the first thing I noticed was that I was no longer at the shrine. Instead, it looked like the forest near the dojo. Of course, my first thought was to look around to see if I could find the girl from before, but not a trace of her presence remained. To make things even stranger, the path that I followed amidst the trees seemed better maintained than I remember. I should probably head home. That thought was cut short when the sound of several female voices could be heard nearby. "Get back here! Hikage, stop them at once!"
"Just what do you think I'm doing? I'm chasing them. I'm trying to stop them."
Yeah, I think they notice what's missing, Onishima.
"Keep running, little one, and we might just make it."
Just when I thought they couldn't get any weirder, the sound of heavy footballs could be heard nearby. What in the world is going on here? Farther ahead, I saw a couple of girls in fast pursuit of even more girls. However, there was something off about this scene, something that didn't make any sense. The girls being chased had the ears and the tail of an animal, and the pursuers appeared to be armed with katanas and naginata. "You conniving fox! Come back here at once. Return what you stole immediately."
Give me back my panties! Hikage, how would you say something out loud like that? Ha, panties, panties!
Ha, oh no, help! Save us from the rebellion woman. As I watched the girl run off, I couldn't help but find myself struggling with the decision to just leave them be. While I didn't know what in the world was going on, the two girls armed with unrealistic looking props, so that they couldn't be real, had me worried. I couldn't very call myself a hero if I let something like this go by without acting. So I'm going to regret this. Mumbling in annoyance, I chased after the girls. "Hikage, go around to the left."
"Right? I said left. Why do you always undermine me?"
I wasn't saying right as I was. You know what? Never mind. Just run after them. As I was chasing the girls, I noticed that the trees seemed to get denser, making it getting more difficult to navigate along the path.
Onisama, I don't think I can run much more. I'm starting to feel a bit...
Just a little longer, Maiko-chan was...
Maiko, not now. Sorry, Onisama. Scissor attack.
I read just in time to find a scene taken straight from an action movie. The girl with the blonde hair had collapsed, held in a companion's protective embrace. The two armed girls were approaching them unmistakably with killing instincts running amok. Any seasoned martial artist would have felt it. Those girls were going to be in for a beating if I didn't stop them. "We've got you, thieves. I'm going to personally drag your sorry butts back to town and have you both put in the stocks. Maybe I'll even show you how it feels to run around without any undies on." Yeah, although I must admit having a brace on there does feel kinda nice. Keeps me feeling fresh and deadly. "Hikage, godness, don't you have any shame? This isn't about you, it's about our undergarments, stolen. And these two criminals being brought to justice."
"No, Nisama, it hurts, my head hurts."
"Shh, it's going to be okay, little one. Hey guards, if you're so depressed to have your underwear back, then here, catch. Slap it right there." However, before I was about to interrupt the conversation, a silver-haired girl tossed something into the air. Whatever it was flying straight toward my head. The two surrounded girl instantly grew flustered. I can't see. Who the hell tosses it? Peeling the items off my face, I raised it into the air, looking like professor examining an important sample with the thieves made the escape. A pink bra and lacy black panties. Oh boy, I knew this wasn't going to end well. "Yeah, you there. Are you in cahoots with those crafty foxes? And hand those back immediately. Those are evidence of a crime, and not for anyone else to touch. Drop the panties right now." I'm innocent until proven guilty. It's one of the golden rules of the court. Just stop pointing those weapons at me so I can hand over your undies without being turned into shish kebab. "What? No, stop, shut up. Just drop the evidence and walk away. I'm Tsukino Miyo, chef of the village guard, and I'm ordering you to drop what you're holding right now. I don't know of any village guards, and I seriously doubt a cop will go around dressed like that and wielding a katana. More importantly, the ground here is muddy and dirty. Are you sure I should drop the evidence here? I mean, I could, but..."
"Oh yeah!"
Before I could react, the pink-haired girl lunged toward me, the pointy end of her nigga aiming for my gut. My reflexes caught on just in time, and I was able to pound away the spear as it sailed through the air. I struck upon the wooden shaft of the weapon, sending it up through the air. causing the girl to lose her balance. Narumi, I did not order you to attack. Fine, I'll give them back. Jeez, just my luck to find a bunch of crazy girls with weapons. Extending the end of the hell undies, I tried to hand them over something that I could soon end up regretting. You think I'd fall for something so simple? Food. You may have fooled me once, but I won't let that happen again. The woman swung a weapon wide, arcing the thick wooden pole into my side before I could dodge. She then lunged forward, grabbing me tightly, pulling my arms behind my back, leaving me with sore ribs in a prone position. I could have fought back, but I figured it would only leave me without fighting, with the possibility of ending up stabbed. I decided to remain passive. The sword-wielding girl stepped forward and grabbed me silky underwear from my hand triumphantly. Your method might be crude, but they do get results, Hikage. Tie him up, we'll bring him in for questioning. He probably knows where those pesky thieves are hiding. Right. And people wonder why criminals want to resist arrest of all costs. I mumbled discreetly at the girl with the ginata, tied my wrists together with rope, and I soon felt myself dragged by the duo toward the city. Surely once we're out of the forest, you two will stop this act of yours and let me go, right? As much as I like to fool around, I have more important things to do. The city? We're not taking you all the way there. You'll be spending the night in the village cell. Thief? Who are you calling a thief? I'm the victim. First, I get undies tossed in my face and I had to deal with the physical abuse, and now these accusations? Besides, there's no village around these parts. It's a city, you know? Tsukino Toshi. Silence, Hikage. If he speaks again before we get to the village, you have permission to knock him unconscious. Some dirty tyrant. That's funny. And that's how I ended up on my way to a jail cell, cuffed and dragged by two girls, both who I started to suspect were crazy. When we exited the forest, alarms set off in my mind. The city I have lived in my whole life, it was gone. You got to be kidding me. If I wasn't in Tsukino Toshi, then where the hell was I? Hey, no talking. Come on, I don't want to bop you that much. Kinda. Maybe punch or two. I just want to know how the heck you blocked my strike so easily. Bon, ça va être tout pour aujourd'hui, les amis. Il y a assez de parlage. Nous allons voir ça dans le prochain épisode de Sakura Spirit. Au revoir.